What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I'm here with LATAM Regionals Top 16 Breakdown. Yes, LATAM Regionals took place yesterday, and we are here with Top 16 plus Top 16 Decklists included. You can find all of them in the description below. But before we begin this video, two important things. First off, Zenke Showdown free, 23rd and 24th of September, Poznan, Poland. Our event, we have the best prizes in Europe. It's gonna be awesome. If you wish to buy your tickets or check the event link is in the description below. And finally, huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons who buy us coffee, they keep us going, and one day we will replace the new table. The old table, I mean, like, oh my god, I keep having nightmares of the table. Anyway guys, that's it for the introduction. Let's just go and check out the breakdown. Roll the video! As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown, or in this case, general info. This was an online regional event hosted by LATAM TCG Events. Phenomenal TO, once again, smooth event, zero issues. Congratulations, guys, it's always a pleasure working with you. 34 players in total. That's an unfortunate number, but like we have discussed in the previous video about pricing, the current pricing is so bad that people just don't want to go and play. Like, it's just bad. The next one is much better. Best of one pre-side, 5 rounds in total. Once again, we were live streaming the event. Link to the live stream is in the description below. And finally, huge shout out to everyone who had participated at the event, from the head judge and judge staff to TO, players, everyone. Huge shout out to everyone. Now let's jump into the top 16. Here it is, guys, the top 16. Look at this. First off, yeah, it is basically half of the tournament, but still it's pretty cool to see. Let's quickly go over it. We have Gohan. First off, Herson once again won LATAM. He's the player who usually wins with Gotenks Reboot. This time with Gohan, congratulations. And then we have like Gohan. Yeah, this is cool. In Europe, I mean, like, it's concerning, but in Europe we had like Frieza, and here's like Gohan. Then Blue Gohan, Blue Skillless Gohan on 4th place. Congratulations, like, Blue Skillless Gohan still pulling in some weight. It's a rogue pick, but it's one that you see more often than you would imagine. In top 16, it's definitely more often than you would imagine. 5th place Golden Frieza, 6th place BT2 Vegito. Yeah, Vegito once again clawing his way into top 16. Unfortunately, top 8 actually, but unfortunately I don't think that the deck still has what it takes. It's good to get into top 8. It sometimes gets into top 8. It's good for top 16. But this deck, it needs just a bit more push. But I have no idea where to push anymore. So, 7th place, Pen Reboot. The best red deck at the moment. Pen Reboot once again entering top 16. Then 8th place, Golden Frieza. And here we are done with the top 8. Now, moving to the second portion. 9th place, the deck that we have shamelessly rooted for during the entire event. Fat Gotenks. Yeah, Fat Gotenks in the top 16, guys. Almost reaching top 8. Congratulations, Marcello, you played phenomenally. This was such a pleasure to see. Like, this was so fun. Then we have Gohan 10th place, Gohan 11th place, Android 21 BT20 12th place. So once again, Android 21 reaching top 16, only one of them. And then we have SSG Trunks, the current best black deck, once again in the top 16, followed by Cooler Mel, Ape-Ku, and finally Gotenks Reboot. We will have all of these deck profiles coming out very shortly. Let's take a look at a couple of other breakdowns first. Now that we have shown you the top 16, let's quickly just jump over the full breakdown. 34 decks in total. So we had a couple of Gohans, SSG Trunks, Android 21s, Ape-Kus, Android 18s, Cell, Goten, and Frieza. Just to briefly explain the numbers, basically 6 Gohans, then we had 3 SSG Trunks, and then all the other ones are like 2 off. So 2 Android 21, 2 Apeku, 2 Android 18, 2 Cells, 2 Gotenks, and 2 Golden Friezas. 6 Gohans. And then 5 out of them got into top 16. And then decks which had only 1 off are Pan, Hatch, Red Beerus, we had Red Beerus on the stream, Truman Salsa, Garlic Jr., the red one, SS2 Son Gohan, Frieza Swap, Fat Gotenks, Launch, Majin Vegeta, Bojack, Expert Android 21, and Red Cooler. SS2 Son Gohan, that is Skillless Gohan. So yeah, this is an interesting array of decks, though once again it is a bit concerning for the state of the metagame when you see like out of 6 Gohans, 5 made it into the top 16, out of 2 Golden Friezas, both made it into the top 16. The top 16 was just half, was actually half, more than half of the event. If we're just looking at top 8, you have like both Golden Friezas in top 8. You have multiple Gohans there, so yeah. Well, it is what it is. Let's check out the color breakdowns. I know that there were just 34 players and top 16 is more than half, but we wanted to show you top 16 color breakdowns because Nina is redesigning the color breakdowns. So this is the new look for them. So I hope you like this. 6 green decks, 3 blue, 3 yellow, 3 red, and 1 black deck. Let's check out the entire color breakdown, which is 10 green decks, 8 blue, 6 yellow, 5 red, and 5 black. So despite green and blue being in the overwhelming majority, and despite this being like a smaller event, we still have a balance between red and black, and yellow isn't that far ahead. So the color breakdown is actually pretty healthy here. I think the color breakdown is pretty healthy, ignoring that like green is in the overwhelming majority. Let's check out the deck lists. Let's go! Here is the first place, Herson's Green Gohan. Taking a look at it very briefly, what was very cool is that the deck is playing Cell Xeno, and Herson won with Cell Xeno on stream. This ancient SCR is still pulling the weight. I love Cell Xeno. The rest of the deck is, well, I would say that it's close to pretty standard. It's definitely leaning a bit more into critical hits and hand destruction, with not so much hand destruction as more as critical hits, but it has its own HD with Kaioken and Zamasu. I would call, they're usually either critical storm or they're like heavy hand destruction. This is sort of a healthy mix between the two, because you have Kaiokens here, you have Zamasus here, but you also have the monkey, you have Cooler here. So overall, very interesting build, plus a barrier removal in the form of King Vegeta Invasion's command. This unison is so cool. It's very cool, but please get the SPR version. The normal one is horrifying. It's like One Piece levels of bad art. The rest is pretty standard. See, this is the normal one. Like, look at his ugly ass face. Anyway, yeah, congratulations, Erson. Then second place, Carlos's Green Gohan. So yeah, this one is going even further into hand destruction by playing 3 Earth Destroying Kamehamehas and 2 Reddits pulling ahead. This card is so good, so good. Like, guys, if you don't have it, go get it now. This one is probably gonna get bought out the same way that Kaioken got bought out, because people are just now catching on to how insanely good this Reddit is. And 2 King Vegetas, 2 King Vegeta unisons. Then the rest is very standard. Then we go to third place, Jose's Gohan. And this is the most typical, not hand destruction, not crit, just like standard build-ish. You have 4 of the boss monster, you have 4 of the decisions made, Monkey and Kaioken. Kaioken is more of a staple in this deck than anything. So, and then you have like Monkey, you have some free hand destruction with Towa, plus Towa also buffs your leader, so that's cool to have. And then 2 main boarding, 2 copies of Black Messiah, and of course playing Cell Max as the SCR. Mechikabura to help you fight Gohans. Then we have 4th place Skillless Gohan, Juan's Gohan. I don't know so much about this deck to comment on it, but it looks to me like a pretty standard Skillless Gohan build, but what we have seen is that this one pulls so much weight in this deck. So much weight. And this one as well. Juan unfortunately placed energies into rest mode with his card, and even then he got to 4th place. So if he was putting them in active mode, he might have achieved even better results, because that's like 1 energy extra. The reason why I'm saying this is because even with energy in rest mode, this deck was so strong. Like, even with putting energy in rest mode. So yeah, the rest is very standard here, I think. But like these guys, I hope you have these Goku and Umbar, phenomenal cards. 5th place, Hector's Golden Frieza. Very standard build, nothing out of the ordinary here. Don't fix what isn't broken. Then 6th place, Vegito. Again, another very standard build of Vegito. You have Almighty Resistance. The one that's standing out is Strength of Legends. I really wonder, Christian, if you're watching this, let us know. Have you played Strength of Legends? Have you managed to play it? Did it won you games? What happened with this one? Please let us know in the comments. And then here is the Z deck. Then we have Benjamin's Pan. Pan is one of those fan favorite decks in LATAM. Every time we have a few Pans. And every time Pan performs pretty well. I would say that this is a very standard build, but like there are some cool tech choices, like 3 copies of Shlonku Boss Monster, because it beans your leader for 2 turns. Yeah, it beans you for 2 turns, that's insane. Vegeta Volley attack as the Overwhelm of choice, and one of these Vegeta Spirit Mentors. Then we have 8th place Federico's Golden Frieza. What do we have here? This is another pretty standard build. Main boarding 3 Motaitos. So main boarding 3 Motaitos, expecting those Gohans, and 2 of Emperor of Universe 7. Then we have Fat Gotenks. Guys, Fat Gotenks. Wow. So what you can see here is very briefly go over it. This deck isn't, Marcello, he isn't playing Fat Gotenks engine at all. He's not playing a single one of them. Instead, he is playing playsets of Goten and Trunks, and then he's going heavy into combos, and then he is just using his leader's Activate Battle to give himself dual attack. And you draw 1 when you use Activate Battle. You switch 1 energy to active mode at the end of the turn. You restand Fat Gotenks, and when Fat Gotenks attacks, he draws 1 and gets plus 5k. So first attack is 20k, you drew 1, then you pay 1, you draw another card, he restands, he swings, you drew your 3rd card, and he's 25k baseline. Like, this entire deck was built for hitting with the leader. This was phenomenal to see. 10th place, Felipe's Green Gohan. There are some interesting tech choices here. So like this is an example of very hand destruction. focused Gohan build with, of course, there's Kaioken, but there are 2 copies of Zamasu here. There is some Udisen hate here, also critical, right? There is 1 copy of Ribrian for barrier removal, because you don't want to, some decks don't want to go the Fated Rival route, and sometimes your opponent can stop you from playing Fated Rival just by not charging free. Cooler, 2 monkeys, and Toba. The SCR of choice, Celzino. So yeah, that is this deck. Then we have David's Green Gohan, and this is another one of those lists which are more HD focused, but instead of going with Kamehameha, he's playing 3 copies of Reddits, and he's playing this Vegeta. So he's not super HD without Kamehameha, for example, without Toba, but he has some very good removal here in the form of Reddits and Vegeta as well. So that was it for this one. Then we have Carlos's Android 21, very standard build. Unison of choice hit, because hit is very good. It is very good. Then we have Juan's SSG Trunks, like super standard build of SSG Trunks. Then we have Cooler Mill. Once again, very standard build. Like these are SSG Trunks, Cooler Mill, Android 21. These are the decks which have been solved a long time ago. So you don't usually see anything really standing out here. But like this is interesting. Then we have Thomas's Apeku. Yeah, we have Apeku here. Apeku is a very cool one. Apeku is gonna be insane in the next set. Apeku is gonna be bonkers in the next set. And finally, we have Gotenks Reboot. Yeah, another deck which is just like very standard, because like so much of the deck is the engine itself. And yeah, guys, that's it. Congratulations to everyone who made it to the top 16, and these are all of the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what is your opinion on the LATAM breakdown. This was the last BT 2021 event that we were casting, our 15th regional live stream, and next time you see us at the casting seats, it's gonna be BT 22. So for me, the send-off was amazing. With Fed Gotenks, that was so cool. I hope more players try out Fed Gotenks now. But guys, were there any surprises? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. We are on our way to 3,000 subs. We have like almost 110 left to go. We are super close. Maybe we can hit it by the end of summer. This has been Damien from the Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.